Hello my friends, and welcome back to our continued blind let's play of Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice, the 8th game in our Ace Attorney adventure. My name is the FlightlessBird, this is your story-based gaming channel, and today we're in the foreign turnabout, the first trial, here in Khura'in, as we try to teach these people what it means to be a defense attorney. I hope y'all having a wonderful, fantastic, amazing, awesome day today. Well, now that we have these newly uncovered fact, I suggest we proceed with the arguments. Thank you, your majesty. Yes, but do not misunderstand me. This doesn't mean I trust you completely. I'll be keeping a close eye on you, so don't even think about lying to this court. I understand, your majesty. Whew, maybe now we can finally run a real trial.
Arguments, your majesty. Very well, I accept your challenge.
Huh? What's with him?
Oh, the look on your face, Mr. Wright. It's just too hilarious.
What's so funny, Mr. Pine?
The defense still doesn't get it. The truth he unearthed is going to bury him in his case instead.
What do you mean by that, prosecutor?
I told you, it's Chief Prosecutor.
Yes, because that's the thing to focus on right now.
The defense is digging its own grave. Consider this, your majesty. Why would the victim, a security guard, point a gun at the accused?
Because he was where he wasn't supposed to be? I mean, that seems like a simple answer.
Oh, indeed, because the accused was about to commit a theft. Is the only logical explanation.
What? That does sound pretty logical, actually.
It doesn't help the accused's situation at all. If anything, it makes him look even more guilty.
Yes, I had to agree.
Allow me to spell out this truth the defense didn't bother to think about. Mr. Raw came across the accused just as he was trying to steal the treasure. The guard pointed his gun at the accused, and just when the power went out, bam! The accused murdered the victim and hid the body in the treasure room.
Gurk.
A hand truck for moving heavy treasure around is stored in the treasure room.
I was just pointing that out in the last episode.
The accused could have easily moved the body with that.
And after all that hard work to knock down those insights, backed into the old familiar corner once again. Mr. Wright, do you have a rapporteur? All the dots. Arg, I'm drawing a total blank here.
I hope you're ready to climb that scaffold.
I ask you a question, defense. I've got nothing. Can't think of any grounds for an objection. The only thing to do at this point is ask the defendant himself what happened. But I don't know if Ahlbi will cooperate with me or not. Ahlbi, will you tell us what really happened? Poor kid, he's so afraid. I mean, it is just his life that's on the line, right? So, I mean, it kind of makes sense.
You don't have to say anything, accused. Fall for his evil trap, and you'll only dirty your own soul.
Meanwhile, this guy's a complete butthole. Ahlbi, you have to tell me the truth. I can't help you unless you do.
Mr. Wright, I'm sorry.
Why? Why won't you trust me? Is this it? Is this the end for both of us? Maya, I'm sorry.
I never met a real lawyer before. Everybody always told me the bad people who help dirty criminals go free. I never thought a lawyer would actually try to help me, would actually believe in me, would risk his own life for me. I never would have even imagined it.
Ahlbi.
So that's why I lied, to try and save myself. But I'm not gonna lie anymore. If you believe in me enough to put your life on the line, well, then I'm gonna believe in you too. What? Allow me. Allow me to explain!
Now we're talking. Time to finally get to the bottom of things.
To be honest, I went into the treasure room lots of times to look at the treasure box.
Even though the temple told you you weren't allowed to go anywhere near it.
Yes, I'm sorry. Mr. All even saw me once, it scolded me. But that box is so beautiful, the way it glows in the dark. I couldn't help myself.
Wait, it glows in the dark?
That's right. It's covered in this special mineral called fluorite that makes it glow. It's absolutely breathtaking. It's really a shame they don't put it on display for the public. Can you imagine how many people would go on night tours of the temple if they did?
If you only applied such passion to tell me the truth earlier. Wait a second. The whole insight thing, where everything went dark, and then there was pain, wouldn't the guard have seen the treasure glowing above his head if that was like the last thing he saw? Unless Ahlbi wasn't holding the treasure box, right? If only applied such passion to tell me the truth earlier. Treasure box updating the court record. The murder weapon was forced open and its contents were stolen. Glows in the dark.
On the day of the incident, I was on my way to the treasure room again. When I ran into Mr. Wall on the great stairs.
So, those are not the treasure room stairs in the Seance vision.
No, they were the great stairs that connect to the hallway.
That's exactly where I was thinking. Makes sense. The vision wasn't clear enough to show us what was at the top of the stairs. Temple diagram added to the court record. Diagram depicting the temple treasure room area. And there's the gun. That's why he put up his hands.
All of a sudden, Mr. Wall drew his gun and threatened me with it. I quickly put my hands up. Mr. Wall, he acted so scary. For some reason, he had his scarf over his mouth. I couldn't read his expression.
Oh, that wasn't Mr. Wall. No, wait. Yeah, it was. Huh, because that was the last vision he saw.
Just then, the power went out. So I took that chance to hightail it out of there. I ran for my life, even now when I try to think back on it. All I can remember are the gun and the piercing look in Mr. Wall's eyes. That must have been when I dropped the notice scroll.
Which means someone else brought it to the treasure room, along with Mr. Wall's body. Did Mr. Wall say anything to you when you ran into him on the stairs? What is it, Ahlbi?
I have no idea why, but he asked me a strange question. Did you steal it? He said.
What?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't say all this before. I didn't think anybody would believe me. A grand speech. One that confirmed my suspicions that— Wait! You were the thief!
Objection!
It's possible the victim simply misread the situation.
Objection!
Where there's smoke, there's fire, as they say. The victim must have had good reason to be suspicious of the accused.
Why does every new piece of information have to be so incriminating?
Shadow. What do I do, Shadow? And what better reason to suspect the boy than seeing the treasure box in his hands? In the course of his rounds, the victim must have noticed that the treasure had been stolen. And then, just after that, he ran into the accused, Ahlbi or Gade. No, that's not what happened. Therefore, the one who saw the treasure and killed the victim can be none other than the accused.
Okay. Don't think I was expecting there to be an animal in the bag. What now? Aww.
Oh, Shadow was his little puppy. Aw, so look at the little mark on his head, too. Hey, Shadow, come down, boy.
Well, what do we have here?
I'm sorry about this. This is my dog, Shadow.
You nearly give me a heart attack.
So that's what was making his bag move. I can't you quite that yuppie back down? Shadow says that Mr. Wall made a mistake.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call him Shadow from now on. You can understand him.
Don't tell me this is a surprise witness for the defense.
I beg your pardon. You're not thinking, cross-examining an animal, are you?
No, absolutely not.
We've never. Okay. There was that one time with a parrot. There was that second time with an orc. You know what? We don't intend on doing it, right? Yeah. We're good. Of course not, Your Majesty. Not this time, anyway. Phew, well, I'm glad to hear that. I thought I'd have to reassess my assessment of your sanity for a second there. I think I'd better reassess my strategy, and fast. I have to somehow show that somebody else could have struck the victim, or were sunk. While it's true that the defendant was standing in front of the victim when he died, it doesn't mean somebody else couldn't have struck the victim at that time. If you're going to go that far, then I hope this means you have another angle of approach ready.
Exactly. I mean, who but the accused standing front and center could have done it? Unless you can back up your claim, it's nothing more than conjecture.
Okay, come on, Phoenix. I know I can think of something convincing. Where else could the victim have been struck from? Where else could the victim have been struck from? What kind of question is that? The storeroom, possibly? I mean, I would imagine it's the stairs. Like, this is my obvious guess. If it's not the treasure room, which makes sense where he was struck, but he was moved there, then it could be the storeroom. It could be the stairs. I mean, my first instinct is he was attacked on the stairs.
Take that!
Obviously, the answer is from this location here. Oh, that's not good.
From there, you said the treasure box is the murder weapon.
I guess nobody could reach that far. Nothing but lies and claptrap every time you open your mouth. How very lawyer-like. Claptrap? That's an actual word? I just always thought that was the robot from Borderlands.
Your Majesty, it would be very judge-like of you to give him a penalty at this time.
Indeed. Ah, come on, Phoenix. There's gotta be something more convincing than that. But the treasure box is the murder weapon. The culprit had to have been nearby. Option number 2.
Take that!
That was not a good option. I mean, I think he just got struck from the stairs. But when I said that, it said it was wrong.
Take that!
I mean, I didn't think that was right. Because obviously he didn't get struck from the treasure room. Are we gonna see the game over scenario here?
Take that!
I mean, where else could it be? I've clicked on every place. Alright, let's see what the game over looks like. I have heard enough. This trial need not to be drawn out any longer. The defense has failed to counter the charges filed by the prosecution. In accordance with the law, I invoke the Defense Culpability Act against the defense. Now then, this court finds the accused Ahlbi Ergade and his defender Phoenix Wright guilty. Off with their heads. Oh, okay. I thought there would be more to that. Kind of like how the doors open back up, though. That's pretty cool. Wow, immediately right back here. How cool is that? Where else could the victim have been struck from? Now, I said it's probably on the stairs. I mean, that seems like the most logical place. I chose there. It's definitely not the performance hall. It's not here. It's not the treasure room. It's not the storeroom. So where else could I have been?
Take that!
I guess right there. I mean, maybe I just misclicked on it before, or maybe I clicked too high and put it on the stairs instead of at the base. With the defendant standing in front of the victim, isn't it possible that the victim could have been struck from behind? Oh, right, from behind. Yeah, okay, that makes perfect. Duh, that. I mean, that makes so much obvious sense now. Because of the way the dots were, the idea was that he was attacked while he was talking to Ahlbi. Like, really, I should have had that sooner. From behind, you say? I see. Yes, I suppose it's not outside the realm of possibility. That just seems so obvious now. Good, now at least I have some breathing room. But who do you suppose it could have been? At least we saw the game over scene. I mean, that was cool. Oh, the true culprit, naturally. The one who actually committed the theft and murder. The true culprit, and I suppose you have a true timeline of events to go along with it. I should have known I'd have to explain everything. It's not enough just to prove that your person didn't do it. You also have to figure out who did it, right? Typical Ace Attorney. Alright, if we assume the true culprit struck the victim from behind, then that means... After going to the treasure room and stealing the treasure, the true culprit tried to escape. But then Mr. Roll appeared, making his rounds. I imagine the culprit then quickly hid in the storeroom at the other end of the hallway. Yeah, and then Roll found out the treasure was gone, then he went back, he found Ahlbi, then he snuck up on behind, and then killed him from behind. Right.
You're grasping at straws, Mr. Wright. Admit it, you have nothing but business conjecture.
I'm going to look for someone to base it on right now. Ahlbi? When he ran into Mr. Roll in the hallway, was there anyone around the storeroom area?
I don't know.
Aw, look at Shadow. So cute.
There might have been somebody there, but I couldn't see. I was only halfway down the stairs, so I couldn't see the ends of that hallway.
I see. Swing and a miss. Oh, what you got, boy? Timmy stuck in the well?
Oh, Shadow says that someone was there.
I see. Thank you for that. Too bad his testimony is inadmissible. You think this is a joke? Maybe the defendant didn't happen to see the other person. But that doesn't mean the true culprit couldn't have been there in the hallway.
Objection!
Your desperate floundering is getting hard to watch. But I will enjoy watching you sink.
What are you talking about?
Unfortunately for you, only the accused and the victim were there in that hallway at the time of the incident.
How can you continue to make that assertion?
Because there was a witness, a very reliable witness.
Really? What? You never said this.
Your Majesty, the prosecution would like to call its witness to the stand.
Calling an eyewitness to the stand. It's been decades since it's happened.
And unlike the defense's witness, you can rest assured that there are no pets involved.
This is gonna be the guy who did it, isn't it? That was a low blow. Very well, I'll allow it. And now for something completely different. I mean, we've not heard in quite some time. Bring the witness to the stand. Yep, it's the guy who did it. Should have known.
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
Pees'lubn Andistan'dhin's the name. I'm like the temple's head monk. Can you dig? Pees'lubn Andistan'dhin. Andistan'dhin. Pees'lubn. Pees'lubn. Peace, love, and destiny? Peace, love, and destiny? Peace, love, and destiny. Is it Peace, Love, and Destiny? Is that what his name is? I always like to know the puns, so pretty fun. Oh, if it isn't Instructor Andistan'dhin, and you're the eyewitness. Instructor?
Not only is Mr. Andistan'dhin Temple's head monk, but he's also a renowned Dalmalin expert.
Sorry to have to ask, but what's a Dalmalin? Dalmalin. I like the music instrument. Yo, check it, man. Here she is. My sweet sonata. My one and only. It's groovy, right? But you heard our sultry sounds once before, brother. When Dragon on battle. That's the song from the Dance of Devotion. That's right on, brother. The Song of Ceremony. Playing this tune together is a precious gig for me and my girl here, you dig? The Song of Ceremony. That song was playing at the time of the murder. Oh, Holy Mother! May the righteous sounds of my Dalmalin serve as like my offering to you, bruh! Wonderful, a great performance as always. This is my thing, you know. It's my bark. I make instruments speak, baby. By the by, Magistery Pops, no Damalon case class today. No, I'm afraid this trial has gone into overtime, thanks to that lawyer over there. The class the judge wanted to attend was a Damalon X lesson? Well, you know, dude, what they say, baby. You know, never trust the lawyer, man. But transgressors against the Holy Mother, well, they had to be brought to justice.
Thank you for your cooperation, Mr. Andistan'dhin. As the treasurer's keeper, you must have been shocked to learn it had been stolen.
What it just means, and I stand in. And I stand in. What was his first name? Pees'lubn. I don't know, it seems like it's peace, love, and destiny, but it could just mean, and I stand in. So I stand in for this person. Or the other guy stood in for me to take the brunt of the crime. Padma. Like that name. Patrol. Gasp and pain. Alright. Well, yeah, man. You know, that was totally not cool. Keeping the treasure safe is one of your duties, Mr. Andistan'dhin. Well, that's right, brother. This here's the one and only treasure box key. And I keep it on me at all times. Can ya dig? But the sneaky thief went and cracked open the sucker anyway. Totally bummer, man. So that's the key to the treasure box, is it? You know it, baby! It's called the Magatama key. And it's a historical artifact to boot. It's been passed down from head monk to head monk at this here temple. The Magatama key, huh? Magatama key added to the court record, the sole key for opening the treasure box. Andistan'dhin keeps it on his person at all times. Well, now someone's jacked the treasure. On my watch. It's a real buzzkill, man. How am I ever gonna face her holiness again? Oh, Holy Mother. Please find it in your infinite mercy to like, forgive me, man. Please guide this lost and humble lamb. Why do I always get the far out ones?
Mr. Andistan'dhin, you witnessed the accuser and the victim heading to the treasure room.
You know it, baby. Best believe I scoped that tiny transgressor. Would you please give the court your testimony regarding what you saw? To bring justice against the transgressor, man. Yes, of course, I'll do all I can. In the name of holiness, I vow to sing not but the truth. I swear to bring it to me. All right, here we go. Witness testimony. What I saw, baby. When after the morning dawns of devotion, to go back to my chamber, I got the notion. Don't you know my chamber's on the way to the temple treasure room. Hey, hey! Any small footsteps I can quite clearly hear. If anyone to the treasure room goes near, Ahlbi was the only one. Ahlbi was the only one. Before the blackout went other than all, only Ahlbi to the treasure room did stroll. Huzzah! Yeah! Wah!
We love you, man! Teach us some of that Dolomanese!
Ah! Classes after the session! Come on, ma! Tell me I was just hallucinating right now. Oh, God, please tell me. Like, man, can you believe that, Mr. Raw? You bet the big one after that? Gosh, man.
I share your sentiments. You were the one who discovered the victim's body, weren't you, Mr. Andistan'dhin?
Or understanding? That could also be his name, I guess. What? You found the body as well? He really is a key witness then. Let's ride, brother! Went to the blow, went to reset the breaker and give power back to the peoples. And the circuit box is near my chamber, so I'm always the man for the job. You feel me?
The breakers are on the first floor hallway in front of the storeroom. On the way, I got a whiff for something funky.
Oh, that's understanding. On the way? Man, I got a whiff of something totally funky. It was blood, man. Yeah, like real blood. And it really harshed my melon, bruh. I knew something wasn't kosher. So I swung by the treasure room to see what's what. And it was like, whoa, man. There was poor Mr. Raw, dead as a doornail. Table diagram updating the court record.
In the interval between the end of the dance of devotion and the blackout, the only ones who went to the scene of the crime were the victim and accused. So you see, Mr. Andistan'dhin's indissoluble account is what led to the accused's arrest.
Hold it. Isn't it possible that the murder took place before the end of the dance of devotion?
I'm afraid that's not possible. The victim was in the performance hall until the very end of the dance.
He was?
Would you like some proof? How's this? A photo of that morning's dance of devotion taken by a tourist.
My, what graceful dancing. I mean, besides the guy up front, nothing here sticks out to me as unordinary. Yeah, nothing here sticks out to me as unordinary in any way. My, what graceful dancing! I can almost hear the sound of Mr. Andistan'dhin's Dalaman right now. Payne's right, and there's Mr. Rawl on duty.
Never underestimate the incredible Bane!
So in addition to Rafa's insights, he had backup evidence lined up too, huh? Dance of devotion photo added to the court record. A picture of the stage shows Rawl and guard duty in the audience. This head monk? My monks in training are like my own kids. Like family, man. Can you dig it, sucker? I should have, thought I'll be better, man. before Her Holiness, the Holy Mother. Oh, Ahlbi, confess your sins, my young brother.
Head Monk Andistan'dhin, I didn't kill Mr. Rawl, so I don't have anything to confess to the Holy Mother.
Wait, what? That's bogus, little mon. Your faith is weak. It's like a wet paper bag. Are you feeling me? Spare the rod. Hey, baby. Spoil the child. Not maybe. Her Holiness is magnanimous, son. If you confess your guilt, she'll forgive you in the Twilight Realm. I don't suppose she could forgive him in this realm first. Defense, please begin your, what do they call that thingy? Oh, yeah, that's right, the curse examination. Yeah, that's it. Okay, cross-examination. What I saw, baby. I'm not gonna sing it this time. Everyone is all thankful in the comment section for that. Like, yes, he's not singing anymore. Sorry, y'all. I like to have fun. I like to get in character. After the morning dance of devotion to go back to my chamber, I got the notion.
Hold it!
I have a question. Lay it on me, man. How dare you interrupt the performance of the great Pees'lubn Andistan'dhin? I was really enjoying that. Sorry, but you know, there's something about that name I can't put my finger on. What's so funny about Pees'lubn Andistan'dhin? You have a question for me, brother? You were playing something during the dance of devotion, weren't you? Oh, you know it, baby. Well, I was playing my beautiful girl right here, this Milan. And offering to Her Holiness, I play the music. And you know, the singers, they sing the song of ceremony. Mr. Andistan'dhin's playing is the best in the kingdom. It must please Her Holiness greatly. Now then, could you continue with your testimony, Mr. Andistan'dhin? For the Holy Mother? Nah, I keep on track. This Milan still needs some blocking. Don't you know my chamber's on the way? You know, to the treasure room. Hey, hey.
Hold it!
Could you please point out one more time where your chamber is located? Well, yeah, man. No sweat. My chamber is on the way from the performance hall to the treasure room. So anyone going to the treasure room would have to pass by Andistan'dhin's chamber. Give Pees'lubn a chance. So any small footsteps I can quite clearly hear if anyone to the treasure room goes near.
Hold it!
From even inside your chamber, you can still hear what's going on outside. Temple, man, it's a groovy old building, built from Mother Nature's finest. You can hear a pin drop through the wooden walls, you dig? In an old building like that, I guess the walls must be pretty thin. And that's how Mr. Andistan'dhin could know the culprit's movements. It's all thanks to the Holy Mother's divine protection. Right on, my man. I dedicate this testimony to Her Holiness.
Ahlbi was the only one. He was the only one, dude.
Hold it!
How could you tell it was Ahlbi just from the sound of some footsteps?
Like, bro, Ahlbi's practically family, man. Smooth groove of his shoes are like so easy to pick out.
But how do you know he went to the treasure room? Didn't you think it was possible he went to the storeroom at the other end of the hall?
No way, man. Saw him with my own 2 eyes.
You saw him?
In the treasure room. This you can believe. My peepers peep, the sneaky sneak, Ahlbi.
And tell us where? Where is it you stood when you saw the accused, if you would?
When I heard the footsteps, I looked out the window. And from my window, I could see the window of the first floor hallway across the courtyard, you dig? And you know, through that window, man, I saw Ahlbi walking into the treasure room.
Should I have him add this statement to his testimony? Sure. Could you please add that statement to your testimony, Mr. Andistan'dhin?
You got it, brother. So through the window, man, I did spy a little Ahlbi with my own eye.
Hold it!
Through the window, you say?
Well, that's right, brother. You know, there's a courtyard outside the window of my chamber. You know, across the courtyard, I could see the window of the hallway to the treasure room, man.
Judging from the diagram, I guess that's plausible. A view of the courtyard from your chamber, how nice it must be. Aye, but it's beautiful at this time of year, what with Khura'in's butterflies flitting about.
Well, you know it, Pops. Man, I often look into the courtyard while playing my gamelan. You know, it goes a little something like this.
Okay, we already done that one.
For the blackout, no one other than Ra, only Ahlbi to the treasure room did straw.
Hold it!
How can you be so sure that nobody else was there? I know it's pot troll, so it should be roll and then straw. But I'm just doing a bit, okay? I'm doing a bit. Plus, I just realized I totally messed that up. I'm just gonna go with it. Yeah, just gonna go with it.
Well, man, your lawyers are as tight as they say.
Isn't it possible that someone else could have snuck past?
Well, the answer, my friend, is squeaky wooden floorboards, baby. Well, they make such a racket, and not even the quietest of cats could sneak by me, you dig?
Yes, well, that makes sense. And all of that just now was simply more of the attorney's unfounded suspicions, I see.
Well, that's the truth, baby. It's all that I sing. Truth is all, I mean, it's everything.
Words of wisdom, words of truth. Baby tooth, forsooth, in the phone booth. I like this judge. This judge is awesome.
Much thanks to Mr. Andistan'dhin. Let's bring an end to defense grandstanding. I can do it too. Go suck it, drop back.
You're not stopping me until my client goes free. I can do it too. Wait a minute! Why am I singing?
Man, right on. Even the lawyers joining in, baby. Everybody's starting to feel the groovy vibe out by far out rhythm.
I refuse to let him run this show. I think I found the flaw I've been looking for. Andistan'dhin was in his chamber on the second floor. But there was something that definitely should have been blocking his view. Okay, so obviously the obvious thing is there's something to be attacked. Here. Something blocking his view. There. Right there. All the hallway shutters will remain shut for today's dance of devotion. So the windows were not open, they were shut.
Objection!
Just gotta read the evidence sometimes. There's something off about that, Mr. Andistan'dhin.
Like, our music is off? Sorry you feel that way, man. Maybe this vibe ain't top of the charts from like where you're from. What's your poison? Orchestra? Or the jazz soul?
There's nothing wrong with my ears, witness, but something's not quite right with your eyes. Mr. Andistan'dhin, you've been lying to this court.
Well, now why would I lie? Man, I got nothing to hide. The truth alone is all that I sing. Lying, y'all? Nah, lying ain't my thing.
I contend otherwise. Do you recognize this object, Mr. Andistan'dhin?
But it's a temple notice, man. What of it?
In this notice, the following instruction to the temple monks is written. All of the hallway shutters will remain shut for today's dance of devotion.
So what you talking about, Phoenix?
I'm talking about the fact that from your chamber, you couldn't have seen anyone go into the treasure room through those shutters.
Yeah.
Looks like you didn't quite get the memo.
No way, man. I don't believe it, dude.
If you don't believe it, then why don't you read the notice for yourself?
Let's see. Something real, something for something.
Is that your idea of reading?
I'm not so hot at reading Khura'in, man. I usually get one of the other monks to read stuff for me, you know?
Doesn't that make your duties as head monk a little difficult?
Hey, cut me some slack, man. I only moved to this country like 6 months ago.
Well, that's quite recent, isn't it? So, how did someone who's only been here 6 months become head monk of a temple? And how is he the head prosecutor?
How little you understand? Religious faith can be measured in months or years. I've only been in a heretic Khura'ism for 3 months myself. The Holy Mother's teaching really spoke to me, prompting me to stay in this country.
Or was it the fact that there are no lawyers here that spoke to you?
Mr. Payne, I know just how you feel, my man. Holiness's teaching spoke to me, too.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present Brother Dumb and Brother Dumber. Well, I know why Payne, I almost called him Jim Carrey. I know why Payne suddenly became a believer in Khura'ism. But could Andistan'dhin have had an ulterior motive for becoming a believer too? Mr. Andistan'dhin, were you really in your chamber as you claim?
What? Hey, chill, my brother.
Weren't you instead somewhere else?
Objection!
Mr. Wright, what kind of nonsense are you spouting now?
According to Mr. Andistan'dhin's testimony, he saw Ahlbi with his own eyes. Therefore, is it really nonsense to suggest he could have seen Ahlbi from somewhere else?
Oh, well.
Do you have a theory, defense? Do you know where Mr. Andistan'dhin was if not in his chamber? If he wasn't in his room, then... If Ahlbi had gone down the hallway toward the treasure room, there are only a few places he could have seen Ahlbi from. I do have a theory, Your Majesty. Let's say the witness really did see Ahlbi going towards the treasure room. What then? The defense proposes this is the only place he could have seen Ben to see Ahlbi go down the hall. Well, if Ahlbi is here, he's going to the treasure room, then he must be in the storeroom.
Take that!
Mr. Andistan'dhin, you were here, weren't you? I hate these pointing things. So I know what I need to say, I just don't know how to say it.
What you're saying, Mr. Defense, doesn't make an honest lick of a sense.
Huh?
According to the assertions you yourself made earlier, had the witness been standing there, he wouldn't have been able to see the accused.
Oh, yeah.
Wasting time, so
Contemptuously, I believe the defense deserves a penalty.
yeah, Pops, I agree, most fairly.
At least I like this song, the singing and all this. This is cool. So not groovy. I better think this through a little bit more. The defense proposes the only place it could have been. At the breaker?
Take that!
There? But you just suggested earlier. That's where the true culprit must have been. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. I thought he went in the storeroom, but... True, but no matter how I look at it, this is the only place Andistan'dhin could have been. Mr. Foreign Lawyer, don't tell me. Are you accusing Mr. Andistan'dhin of being the true culprit in this case? Yeah? I wonder what happens if I say don't accuse. Accuse Andistan'dhin? Is that really what I want to do here? Well, defense, speak up now. The only place Andistan'dhin could have been is where the culprit most likely was. Well, I've come this far. There's no turning back now. Here goes. Yes, Your Majesty. I contend there's a strong possibility this witness is the murderer.
Objection!
How dare you be so disrespectful? First you criticize her benevolent citizen science, and now you accuse a head monk of murder!
Objection!
This is the only place the witness could have been. If he was here, he could have struck the victim down from behind and moved his body to the treasure room.
That's nothing but groundless conjecture!
Well, what have you been doing the entire time? And there's one more thing. Do you remember what was said in the opening argument? The opening argument. During that argument, it was suggested that Ahlbi used his position as monk in training to get his hands on the treasure.
That's right! And what of it?
Well, why don't we try this twist on for size? The thief used his position as head monk of the temple to get a hold of the treasure.
What?
What? Are you joshing me, man? The key to the treasure box has been passed down from head monk to head monk. What better position to be in if you want to steal the treasure?
You can't be possibly serious!
Does this mean you're claiming that Mr. Andistan'dhin's code of faith is nothing but a lie designed to get him close to the treasure? The witness hasn't been truthful in his testimony to the court. So clearly, he isn't above lying. Did you swear to the Holy Mother that not but the truth would you bring? In light of that, I don't think it's unfair to call your faith into question.
This is ridiculous. Are there no limits to what this lawyer will say? I mean, lie is such a strong word. Maybe it was just a mistake.
Enough of the nervous wreck routine, prosecutor. You're just embarrassing yourself, man.
What?
What was it, Mr. Andistan'dhin? Liar, man. Here you are, the lust of the low. Gone and said something I can't forgive. Called my belief into question. My faith, the Holy Mother. And nobody gets away with that. The heck? What on earth? That music, it's making my ears bleed. This is the music of my soul. Death to the lawyer! I'm the Twilight Messenger! Can't you tell? Gonna take the flying lawyer straight to hell! He's tripping with lies, running with the Philistines. I'm gonna send this lawyer to the guillotines! And now for something completely Alright, my friends, so my name is FlightlessBird. This is your story-based gaming channel. So I continue blind let's play of Ace Attorney Spirited Justice. Feel like we saw it. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up to like the video. And I hope you guys have a wonderful, fantastic, amazing, awesome day. Thank you for being the one YouTube comedian on YouTube. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I am. This is a lot of fun. Until next time, so long and take care. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you'd like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. But before we go, please remember that you matter. And you are brilliant, and you are loved, and you should always be true to yourself. Never let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly, feathered, flightless bird.